Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I'm gonna get straight to the point. We just got back from the T-Birds. Before we start tonight was my very first hockey game ever, bro. It was actually kind of fun. I'm glad Justin convinced me to go because it was actually pretty fun. Before tonight, I did know of hockey, kind of kept up with it a little bit, but yeah, it was actually fun to go. Because I've always wanted to go and like start fights, be a part of the whole, which is funny, doesn't it? Because when we first showed up, I had no idea who the T-Birds are playing, honestly. And then so when we found out it was Edmonton from Canada, I was like, get the Canadian boys out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Like the whole time I was like, send them Canadians home, eh? Hosiers, eh? It was actually fun, bro. I felt like, I was gonna ask you when they were doing the national anthem, and it was like they were doing the Canadian national anthem. Like, did someone scream from the stands? Didn't they?
I think someone said Canada sucks or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, the guy kept singing through it, and
he fucking jinxed us low key, huh?
He hella did jinx us, man. Because I mean, but I'm pretty sure the guy. I mean, either way. The guy who was singing, I don't know how he did it. I mean, I know the stadium isn't as big as like other stadiums, but just the fact that you did that in front of like all those people.
It's not like a fucking football stadium, but I think it's pretty decent size. There was at least a couple thousand people in there.
Yeah. It felt like that though.
Mm-hmm.
The atmosphere, I think I made this comment to you in person, but it's just like soccer, but just like less Mexicans, bro. You know what I mean? So.
It says it holds 6,500 people.
Oh, really?
And it was like pretty fucking packed. So there was like 5,000 people there maybe.
And please don't get mad, everybody. I'm half Mexican. You know what I mean? But everybody, I can see it right now. Everybody's like, oh my, how could you say that? You know what I mean? I'm half Mexican, dude. So, you know what I mean? We're allowed to make fun of each other like that. So, but if you're half, I don't know if you're allowed to say what I just said. It's like soccer, but with less Mexicans. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but you know what I mean? I'm half Mexican, so I bet if you're half, you're walking a little thin line on that one. But it was funny because facing the Canadians, I'm pretty sure if we were in Canada for this game, we would have got hit with a bunch of buds and like, hey bud, you know what I mean? And I the last couple weeks I've been asking people, bro, like I'll stop people who say that word. And this guy at work literally called me bud, and I said, hey, do you mind if I ask you a question, bro? And he's like, oh, what's up? And I said, hey, you know how you just called me bud? I'm like, do you think that's like a passive aggressive thing, or do you call everybody bud? Right? He's like, oh, I'm kind of confused. I'm like, let's say I call someone older than me bud, right? I'm clearly calling you bud because bud, get the fuck out of here, bud. Like, hey, I'm trying to undermine you. I'm trying to belittle you. Yeah, like I'm trying to belittle the fuck out of you, bro, if I call you bud. Now, if I call someone younger than me bud, then you're bud. And you shouldn't take offense to it. Like, Noah, I call Noah bud all the time, but I don't call Noah bud to belittle him. It's like, oh, hey, what's up, bud? But if you're like in my age range or even older than me and I call you bud, I don't fuck with you, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fuck with you. The guy goes, well, I call people bud if, I don't really know them or fuck with them like that. And I was like, well, you just called me bud. You know what I mean? Like you just fucking called me bud. So do you not, you don't treat your retail workers with respect? I don't fucking get it, dude. And I've been asking everybody else because Josh, bro's the king of that word now, dude. Everything's a bud or a bucko or a buddy or bro, Josh has turned full fucking Canadian, dog. Like every single time, bro. And Josh is so good at it because he makes everything sound passive aggressive. I've had him on the show before, so you guys have seen him and heard him and shit, but bro, it's hard talking to him sometimes because I don't know if he's mad or not. I told him that, I'm like, bro, you get mad at me, Josh, for trolling, but half the time, I don't know if you're angry or that's just how you really are, bro. I don't know. And now that he's added Canadian dialect to his fucking the way he talks now, miss me with that shit, bro. Every single time. Hey, bro. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, bucko. Hey, buddy. I'm like, bro, you hit me with all the fucking You know, like that viral video, the guy was like, "You're not that guy, pal." Like, oh yeah, Josh is pal too. Like he calls me pal and bud, and
Just saw like the it's like white dad lingo.
yeah, hella white dad lingo, man.
Just gonna start calling you sport and champ.
So do you think it's a like if someone called you bud, Dustin, and they're younger than you, do you take that as a sign that they're trying to belittle you, or would you?
No, not really. For somebody I don't know, I mean, I know that when we do it, our intentions behind it, but
Yeah.
I think the most disrespectful shit when that I actually don't even know why I think this, but I think when you call someone little bro,
When you call someone little bro.
yeah, you could even say it in like the nicest way possible. I still think that's like such a backhanded thing to say to somebody. She don't want to talk to you, little bro. Like when you just call someone little bro, like
Yeah, why'd you just call me
happy
little bro?
birthday, little bro. Like I don't know, like that. Like you're saying happy birthday to somebody, so obviously you're trying to like be nice to them, but just like adding little bro is almost just like a, hey, remember you're smaller than me.
Okay, yeah, that too. But especially when older people call younger people big bro, right? That's the opposite of it. So then when like, hey, big bro, it's like, no, he's not big bro. It's like such dick sucker mentality. Like, let me kind of like wiggle in like a...
Yeah, no. So I mean, yeah, it's like the polar opposites. So I think you say big bro, what you're talking about, and then little bro is on the other end of the spectrum.
Especially like members of our family and members of our extended family. And by extended, I mean like, you know, the girls we date, their family. Like if any of the Mels, bro, watch your fucking mouth, dog. Don't call me bud. You know what I mean? Like if like Emily's Mel members of her family, like you don't ever call me bud, dog. But I'm being dead serious, bro. Like if you guys don't want to get packed, you know what I mean? Like for some reason, bro, like there's just certain Mel members of all the extended families. Like if you see me at a birthday party or like a family function, just keep it pushing, dog. Don't say bud or pal or bucko or, you know what I mean? Because like I'm just full of testosterone, dog. You know, like I'm so like for the last like decade, I've been waiting for someone to make me mad to punch them. Like I've been waiting. I've been like, I'm kind of like a teapot that just has just been, you know, like the teapot noise. I've been just waiting, dude. Just someone call me bud. Someone call me bucko, dog. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you feel that way either about, like, any of Kylie's family, but, dude, any of the Mel family, do not fucking call me bud, bro. Like, for real. I know why you're calling me it. I know. Do I look like a bud to you? Like, look at me. With the tats and the beard and, like, how big I'm not a fucking bud to you. Bud, you know what I mean? And I feel like I should be able to call you that without you thinking to fight, right? So I'm like the opposite of like this, of what I'm talking about. Because if I call you bud, just shut up. Just shut up. Like, let me call you bud. There is no like, oh, bro, I feel offended. Oh, okay, bucko. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, no, I think the way you look, not you per se, but like you, like as in a general term, I think the way you look lets you get away with a lot of shit. It's like when a black lady calls you sugar or like honey.
Oh, it feels so good, bro.
It does, but like, would you let like, you know,
if a white person tried to call me sugar, I'd like,
yeah,
bro,
you'd be like, hey,
slow down.
what's going on here?
Like, we could take this to Cracker Barrel if you want. We're gonna start packing each other. You know what I mean? But like, why? Because like, bro, honestly, too, like, in a lot of, I've never heard. Like, you know how we used to say in the past, like, have you ever met like a baby Lisa or a baby Ethel? Because they don't exist, right? I've never heard like a Mexican, Asian, or a black person say bud either. It's a white person thing for sure. Like, I've never heard a black guy say bud. They might exist too, and I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. So everybody, you know, in the comments.
Maybe
like,
that's why Josh just kind of excels in that category, dude.
it would be, yeah, because he does look like a fucking cowboy too. So do you know what I mean? But Josh just shows up on the scene with like a toothpick, flings it. What's the problem, bud?
Yeah, the bud is in his jeans.
Yeah, the bud is in his jeans, dude. And yeah, because have you ever heard a black guy say bud? Like, hey, bud. No, it's a white person thing.
I don't think so.
And guys, if you're black watching me, don't get no fucking ideas, dog. Don't start saying bud, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you can, I guess, but I mean, but I'm just saying, like, real talk, I've never heard that. That's just strictly, and white people abuse that word. We've abused that word. Now, when you say bud to another white person, you're either trying to fight them, belittle them, or they're younger than you and you're trying to, oh, hey, bud. or it's like you're being friendly, like the Canadians at the hockey game tonight, like hey bud, like they say bud or bod, hey bud, you know what I mean, hey bud.
I feel like a lot of the people on that team, though, especially Seattle, were like Russian. There was like Korchinski, Siona.
There was hella Russians.
Swarvyetsky or some shit.
That's what it seemed like, actually. So maybe it was. No wonder during the national anthem they looked bored as fuck, dude. They weren't even trying to hear our bullshit. Yeah. Get the fucking American shit out of here, dude. They're probably like, hey, I wonder if I know Russia probably does have their own version of that, but like, no, I'm not trying to hear it right now. I've seen Stranger Things. I'm not trying to fucking anything Russian, bro. I'm good. I'm good, bud. But yeah, guys, comment below. I'm actually interested to hear your thoughts. I would go to TikTok and say, hey, what do you guys think about I'm good off the TikTok comments, blood. I'm so fucking. And another thing too, the word blood, Josh makes that sound good as fuck too. Like flawless. He's actually given me a blood pass, by the way. So if anybody ever has a problem with me saying blood, I just want you to know my cousin, who is a blood, has given me a blood pass. It's so you can cry all you want. Yes. It's because, like when a rich kid does something stupid because his dad is rich, that's me. But except with Josh and the blood pass. So if it offends you, just know that a blood actually gave me the blood pass. And I don't mean to be disrespectful either. Because I can't say cuz, bro. It just sounds so forced. When like, hey, cuz? No. When Paul Walker said that? Let's roll, cuz. Remember when he said, in the Fast and Furious 2 movie? I don't know what exactly he said, but he said, cuz.
Drop it, I don't want to talk about it.
Drop it, hell? I want to hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
No, I can't do that, bro. Blood sounds better. Hey, blood, stop. See? That sounded better. Hey, cuz. Nah, see what I'm saying? I already know. Do not say that. Don't get into it, bro. It won't work for you, actually. So, and Josh, by the way, if you're watching this, thank you for giving me the blood pass because...
Don't like English, like they say it too, but it's like BLUD.
Yeah, they say BLUD. So when Emily actually suggested to me one time, if someone gets mad, just be like, oh, just say you're from England. I don't have to do all that, blood. You know what I mean? Like, if I say I'm saying blood, and I shouldn't have to tell you I'm from England. I should just say blood, and you get the fucking point, bud. See what I'm saying? Like that's another word that Josh super excels at, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be saying that either. But Josh makes it sound so good when he says it, though. It kind of scares me sometimes. Like the way he I'm talking about Josh effortlessly putting words into his vocabulary, and look at me, I'm like a mongoloid. I can't even get a fucking word out of my mouth. So last week we ended up doing a Stranger Things review for season 4. Obviously, you just finished it, Asen. So this has to do somewhat with it, but a lot of people online are talking about doing, for season 5, they want it to be a weekly thing. Each episode comes out weekly. And I just want you guys to know, who's ever suggesting that can suck a fat fucking dick, dude. Honest to God, if you're suggesting that the next season, which they say it's the last season, why does everybody always do this? When there's something good happening, they always have to take it to the extreme. Like, those Twitter, Dustin, you've spoke about this before, but people on Twitter, they're not real, right? So they'll post something as if they're not having a real conversation. Who else is on train with me, man? Who else wants a weekly who else wants a weekly release for Stranger Things? Who else? Hashtag who else? Who's on board, bro? Like, no, bro. No matter how many retweets you get, because there was a bunch of them with a lot of retweets, okay? No matter how much retweets you get, that's a retarded ass idea, dude. No matter how many likes and how many people gas you up, and it should be a weekly release because people would talk about it all summer. This isn't cable TV. This isn't cable TV, right? I will literally stop watching Netflix that I don't pay for. I don't pay for it, by the way. I account share. And I'm not telling everybody who I account share with, but I account share my Netflix. If you take the binging off, I'm not watching. Isn't that the catch of Netflix?
I think that's kind of why I enjoyed watching that season.
Because you could go to the next episode right away.
Just like right away, yeah.
I
That's
know-
actually why I don't watch another show. Like me and Cole watch Barry.
Uh-huh.
I watched the first 2 seasons of that show. I binged it. And then when the 3rd season came out, they're doing weekly releases, and I stopped watching it. I'm just gonna wait until all the episodes come out,
And then do it.
and then just watch it whenever it's done.
That sounds stupid. I mean, bro, at the end of the day, too, other apps like Disney Plus, Hulu and stuff, they're not doing that, right? Like, they're doing weekly releases and stuff. And that's why Kenobi, to me, the show Kenobi, is not doing so well right now, right? Because when you have a show of that magnitude and you don't have it all for us to binge, you go a week or two with people just talk. Like, let's say there's a bad episode, okay? Like, let's say, and I'm going to get into this in another video, but episode 4 wasn't really that good. Okay. Now you spend the whole week of your brand just getting shitted on because it's not, I can't just watch episode 5 and, oh, episode 5 was better. Right. And I know people are going to say that sounds stupid. I know people are going to continue to say that Stranger Things should be on a weekly release, but no, bro, seriously, no. Like, they found the perfect formula this season, right? You have longer runtime, so more character development, better writing, people who actually care about what they're writing about, and the binging part of it. And not only that, but they made that girl song, Kate Bush, they made her song reappear on the charts again. That's how fucking popular it was.
I seen that.
So, I don't know how you guys feel watching, if you like the whole binging model, but I seriously, please do not bring that back, dude. Okay? I will not watch Netflix anymore. That I do not pay for, because I'm just not doing it, dude.
It's number 8
right now
on the Billboard
That's
Top
good.
100.
She's probably hella happy, dude.
That's crazy.
That's good. Yeah, for a show, the show brought that in. Nice, dude.
The whole model of weekly releases is like centered around like engagement online, and I don't know if that's healthy or not. Like, conversation on forums and that kind of stuff doesn't always equal subscriptions and money, and right, or does it?
I don't know the exact,
because like I the main argument behind that is like, oh yeah, if you had weekly releases, then all these people would be talking about it. Why? Is that like always a
I don't
good
think
thing?
it is. I don't
know.
think it is. Well, again, look what's happening right now with Kenobi, right? Like, out of the 4 episodes, I would say 2 were like good. So you had 2 weeks out of the 4 already where people were just like, you didn't do this right. You didn't do this right. Why did you have this? Why did you give her more screen time? And so you're right. It doesn't always end up as a good thing. So we're gonna act like a weekly release should. No, bro. Like, please, that's what cable TV's for.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I hope Netflix. And I thought I read a tweet today that said Netflix isn't doing that, and I really hope they don't. I really hope Netflix doesn't, dude.
Well, because they did have a shit ton of engagement and that kind of stuff. It was just for a shorter amount of time. Isn't that good though?
I think it's good. I think this show might have saved Netflix's year, bro, because they didn't come in hot this year at all. Like, they were getting shitted on like for the past like 4 months, bro. Like,
yeah.
Their stock was dropping. People were unsubscribing in thousands. Like, so
Did they have that Adam Sandler movie that just came out? That's on Netflix. Netflix has hella shit, actually.
I think you might be the first person I've ever heard say that, actually. So that's actually pretty cool.
No, I mean,
No, I'm not trying to make funny. I'm just saying.
no, I'm saying like big budget, like product that they're putting out.
Yeah.
Like, they're taking the initiative to invest into a product.
There's probably plenty of
Yeah.
shitty ones, bro, but I just don't watch them. The Netflix shows I watch aren't shitty, so I mean that's just my opinion, obviously.
Like, Ozark just came out with their season finale or series finale, I think it was.
Yeah, Ozark I've heard is really popular. I've never watched it.
Like,
but
Stranger Things just came out.
we need a 5th season of Yellowstone. Tell your foot. It's like Sons of Anarchy, but on the ranch.
I've never watched this show, but I remember that. Have you ever heard of Inventing Anna or Anna?
No.
I remember that was hella big when it first came out. I've never seen it, but I don't know. I think you're right. I think that Stranger Things kind of like saved them, but I think they're kind of on the trajectory to like not completely shoot themselves in the foot.
We need a 7th season. We need a 7th season of Yellowstone. It's like Sons of Anarchy. It's like Sons of Anarchy, but with ranch. Oh, have you ever heard of that, bro? They say that about that show.
Who?
Everybody who talks about Yellowstone.
I've never heard of it.
It's like Sons of Anarchy, but on the ranch. Oh, yeah, dude. It's like Sons of Anarchy, but on the ranch. So Pendleton. That's what it is, dude.
They're coming out with a new season of Black Mirror.
I'm excited about that, bro. Let's go, Netflix. You know what I mean? I'm glad, but no, I might watch Yellowstone.
Well, they have Amazing Spider-Man on Netflix. I didn't know that they...
The Andrew Garfield one?
Yeah.
We need a we need a third Amazing Spider-Man. It's like Sons of Anarchy, but with Spider. Justin, every single fucking person that ever talks about Yellowstone to me, you guys all must be a part of the same group chat or something. I'm not joking. You like Yellowstone? And I was like, at first I was cool with it. I'm like, oh, what is it about? What is Yellowstone about? Literally, it's like Sons of Anarchy, but on the ranch. When the fucking 4th person said that, I'm like, bro, where did you guys get this from? Like, where did this come from, bro?
What does that even mean? I mean, I like horses and shit, but...
Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you talking? There's like a ranch owner like killing people and like being gangsters. Like, what do you mean? Can you be both? Oh, I gotta go milk this fucking cow and then go fucking kill somebody. No,
skin a tattoo of somebody.
Yeah, like, you know, a brand. Like, you gotta cut his brand off because he fucking didn't fucking milk a cow in time. I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. I want to give it a chance and everything, but bro, the second time, like by the 4th person that said that, I was like, dude. I had an old boss at work too that would hype up Yellowstone, and I think he was the first person that ever said that shit. Though it's like Sons of Anarchy. I'm like, bro, please, dude.
Is there even a success, like a hella successful weekly show?
There was
okay, so like Stranger Things.
Mandalorian
that's
was
like Stranger Things level.
I would say Mandalorian season 2. I know you didn't watch it, but Mandalorian season 2 was fucking pretty popular then. I know that Disney Plus claims that Kenobi is like their most popular show ever on the platform. So, but
and it gets weekly
release, yeah.
Damn.
But and I'm telling you right now, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Okay, it is not on the level of Stranger Things. It's not. It's just simply not, and that's a fucking problem that we're gonna get into in another video, right? But I know this week, sorry about the shorter episode this week, guys. There's not really a lot to talk about this week, and I'm not going to be one of those podcasters that like fucking fakes conversations. And I mean, I did actually have a lot I could have talked about, right? Like, you know, the whole, I had a Spotify thing that I had a report that on, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I could have talked about that, but I'm not going to. And there's other things like, I probably could have put in like more UFO stuff because there's a lot of interest in for that, but kind of felt like I can keep it like on a, you know what I mean? But yeah,
kind of make fun of Canadians and
make fun of Canadians. Well, I could have went in deeper too on that one too. Pause, but you know, I wanted to, bro. And I was at the game saying like, send them home, send the fucking Canadians home. I mean, I felt good. It felt good being with your own country, bro. I'm sorry. I know America's kind of a shitty place right now, and it's gonna be for a while. But like, it felt good sitting amongst your people. You know what I mean? And like, you know, you just riled up, and everybody's been drinking, and there's another country there, and like they're trying to beat your country, and it's like, no, dude, send the Canadians home, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, it felt good being with our people, like talking hella shit to Canadians, dude. I'm like, sorry, if you're from Canada, sorry, I love you. 2 of my favorite artists of all time are from there, but I wasn't. What am I not supposed to say that? You know, when we play them, Dustin, they're saying that about us.
Oh yeah,
like, send the Americans home, go back to America. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even be mad if you said that. I mean, I wouldn't want to go back to America, but I mean. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time, guys. Peace.